What up, Alpha Team? It's DJ AlphaTyler, and we are back again with another reaction, and y'all already know what it is. We are coming for this new Tom MacDonald joint. We're checking out the system right here from Tom MacDonald. I know I'm a day late recording this. This should drop today, though, so I should only be a day late. We checking out the system. Now, for some reason, I thought maybe he made a post or something. I could have swore this track was called Free Speech, and so I spent forever trying to find it. But we got the system coming up. If you guys haven't done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below if you're new to the channel. Ding that notification bell to get on notification squad so that you always know when I got some new content dropping. Don't forget to like the video at the end if you enjoy the reaction. If you haven't heard the original, link to it is down in the description. Make sure you go show Tom some love. Now, about this. So this is the first solo project Tom MacDonald has dropped this year. And we're gonna see. I mean, he coming out with the title The System already. I think I know what we're talking about, but we're about to find out. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and jump into it. Let's get it.
Welcome to the world, baby boy. I'll paint you red and white and blue. The indoctrination starts as soon as you come out the womb. Pretty quick, we'll make you stupid with curriculums at school. And
okay, so hold up. Somebody might have to take a second on this one, because so everybody wants to complain that Tom does a lot of the same thing, a lot of the same themes. He's talking a lot about, you know, that you know, pro-America, let's take America back. But he coming out the gate right now, he's saying from the time that you're born, you're conditioned toward that red, white, and blue. You're conditioned to love America. Okay.
welcome to the world, baby boy. I'll paint you red and white and blue. The indoctrination starts as soon as you come out the womb. Pretty quick, we'll make you stupid.
Hold up though, because he's saying we'll paint you red and white and blue. So maybe not. Maybe we are hearing some of the similar tones and everything, because he didn't say red, white, and blue. He said red and white and blue, and I think that's a big must to kind of differentiate, because we're still showing separate colors. It's not them colors of unity, red, white, and blue. It's red and white and blue. Okay.
Paint you red and white and blue. The indoctrination starts as soon as you come out the womb. Pretty quick, we'll make you stupid with curriculums at school. And if the classroom doesn't do the trick, we'll make you watch the news. Pick your team, right or left.
Okay, we talking about that cycle of indoctrination in America. Okay, school curriculums, they're gonna indoctrinate you. If that doesn't do enough, then we're gonna leave it up to the news. It's gonna indoctrinate you. It'll make you pick a team, right or left. Or you just hang out in the middle with those of us who actually understand what's going on in the world.
With curriculums at school, and if the classroom doesn't do the trick, we'll make you watch the news. Pick your team, right or left. Take the red pill or the blue. You can vote, but even if you win, still everyone will lose. Don't.
Okay. Again, I mean, he's making valid points in this. You can vote, even if you win, everyone will still lose. We're talking about how we're voting for multimillionaires who aren't connected to us. They don't care about us. Here's the thing. Newsflash 2022. In case you guys have missed it, the Republican Party does not represent you. Period. If you're watching this, the Republican Party probably does not represent you. The Democratic Party also probably does not represent you. Where do you turn? If everyone who said my party does not represent me would vote for a third party, pick a third party, align with it, and vote with it, neither of these major parties would ever win another election, man. I'm telling you. I've been a libertarian for a while. I've been talking that libertarian game for a minute, because look at how we are forced to look at one of two decisions, when really both of them, there is no conservative party in America. If you're a conservative, there is no party that represents you in America anymore. There's a ridiculous monopoly on political views in America that is held between the Democratic and the Republican parties, when neither of them truly represents the majority of us. I'm a libertarian. I believe in libertarian values. I want the government to stay out. Find me one of the major parties that represents that. They don't. Stand up and stop saying, oh, they don't represent me. They don't represent me. Then don't vote for them. Vote for another option. You have plenty of other options.
Your team, right or left. Take the red pill or the blue. You can vote, but even if you win, still everyone will lose. Don't forget to buy designer, because Gucci makes you cool. We prioritize material belongings over truth.
Yeah, and there we go with materialism and everything. You gotta get Gucci, 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 Gucci. Gucci's lame, man. Be you. Buy your thing. You know what? I'm wearing a Sweetwater t-shirt right now. Why am I wearing a Sweetwater t-shirt? Because I buy a lot of equipment from Sweetwater. It's a company that I enjoy. I support them. Last time I was checking out, they were like, add $5. You can have this t-shirt. I'm like, cool. Let's go. So see, that's the thing, man. I don't even, me personally, and I'm not saying everybody has to be like me, I don't even understand the obsession with this. Okay, I gotta wear Gucci, I gotta wear Prada, I gotta wear, you know, whatever brand your brand is. Like, where did that come from, man? Them things ain't you. They ain't benefiting you. Like, yeah, they're what you're told is cool, but who's telling you that? Come on.
Forget to buy designer because Gucci makes you cool. We prioritize material belongings over truth. Get a job that you can't stand so you can buy some cans of food. Go overseas and die for freedom. There's some oil we could use. Our democracy.
I say I don't agree with the war for oil thing. You know, George Bush was a very flawed man. I think that the war in Iraq was very, very haphazardly entered. I think that we were to a certain extent deceived, but I think that George Bush was also deceived on why we went to Iraq, if you really dig into that. I mean, because if you look at actionable intelligence, we didn't really have a full package of actionable intelligence, but there was a significant reason to believe that there was a threat coming from Iraq at the time. So, you know, again, a lot of this, even some of what Tom's saying in this song kind of comes back to not really understanding the process that builds up to it before you jump into having an opinion on it and weighing in.
Designer because Gucci makes you cool. We prioritize material belongings over truth. Get a job that you can't stand so you can buy some cans of food.
And I agree with that too. Get a job that you can't stand. I mean, how many people working until their old days at a job they can't stand? Not everybody out here, you know, doing YouTube and music full time and everything. I tell my wife how blessed we are every day, man. The fact is, like, thanks to y'all, thanks to what we hook up on you know, with artists that we work with and stuff like that, what we hook up on through the YouTube stuff, through the Twitch stuff and all that, y'all give us the dream. And that's the thing, at the end of the day, everybody needs to be seeking their dream, and I'm so blessed and thankful to be living mine. You know what I mean?
Overseas and die for freedom. There's some oil we could use. Our democracy exists so that you think that you can choose, but our algorithms make you do what we want you to do. What's the problem?
And that's true. I mean, that's again going into those secret algorithms. What's the problem? Y'all ain't gonna randomly find my channel on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? You might find them when I do a Tom MacDonald reaction. If you like epic rap battles of history, you might find them occasionally when I do one of those reactions. If you like a specific artist that I react to, you might occasionally find my reaction. The algorithm is against me. The algorithm ain't gonna push me up. Why would it? We talk about free speech. Republicans and Democrats hate that. Again, going back to what we say, the algorithm is bent against people actually opening up and doing something or becoming part of something bigger. Come on.
Democracy exists so that you think that you can choose, but our algorithms make you do what we want you to do. What's the
Yeah, you only see what they feed your way.
Democracy exists so that you think that you can choose, but our algorithms make you do what we want you to do. What's the problem? Your depressed society has you confused. We got medication for you that you'll probably abuse.
Exactly, too. Every doctor, every psychologist, you know, psychiatrist, whatever. If you talking to a physician about your mental health, oh, it's medicine. It's medicine. Let's not fix the problem. Let's just numb you to it. Come on. I have heard Tom talk on this issue before, though, and a lot of this is some stuff that Tom's kind of went through before. I'm waiting for that hook that makes this one pop.
What's the problem? Your depressed society has you confused. We got medication for you that you'll probably abuse. Go get married to a lady who also don't have a clue, and pump out a few babies that are just the same as you.
Okay, there we go.
Go get married to a lady who also don't have a clue, and pump out a few babies that are just the same as you. Welcome to the system, everyone's a victim. Doesn't matter if you're black or white, it hates you all. Here inside the system, violence is a symptom. Fighting for what's right, but somehow everyone is wrong. Welcome to the system, everyone's a victim. Doesn't matter.
Had the hook went through that first part, here's the thing, because I can already hear in my ear what people are saying about the hook. They're gonna say that it's too repetitive and it's too. Had it went through that one time, because I like that first through. Had it went through that one time and then broken down into something else, it would have been a stronger hook, I think. It's repetitive, but let's hear it out.
If you're black or white, it hates you all. Here inside the system, violence is a symptom. Fighting for what's right, but somehow everyone is wrong.
And that's true. I mean, you can't say that he's lying about what he's saying, though.
Welcome to the system, everyone's a victim. Doesn't matter if you're black or white, it hates you all. Here inside the system, violence is a symptom. Fighting for what's right, but somehow everyone is wrong. Welcome to the world, baby girl. I'll paint you pink if that's okay. We'll encourage self-destruction through the music that you...
I think it's an undertone. I don't know if 100% he intentionally wrote it that way, but I think I'll paint you pink if it's okay. Like that, if it's okay, asking the baby for permission, you know, that's where we're at right now. Is, well, it hasn't picked its gender yet. I mean, you can see though. Different argument for a different day, maybe. Let's see where he's going.
Welcome to the world, baby girl. I'll paint you pink if that's okay. We'll encourage self-destruction through the music that you play. We divided all the men by trying politics and race, and honestly, it's working awesome. So for you, we'll do the same. Never teaching you to love yourself, inject you full of hate, objectify your sexuality, then blame you for the rape, and weaponize the differences that make our men and women great. Then just to screw with you, erase the genders. Everyone's the same.
So, I mean, he does go through a lot of the issues right there. He's talking about how men are pitted against each other now, women being pitted against each other, you know, everything, literally anything that could divide us. You can't have a conversation man to woman now because a man don't belong in a woman's conversation. You can't have a difference in opinion, liberal to conservative now, because you don't understand, you know, you can't call, somehow men don't belong in the conversation about reproductive rights, but women and men can just fluidly go back and forth. So like sometimes you're a woman if you have a uterus, but sometimes like you can be a man if you have a uterus. Like
Empower you with rights to vote and fight for equal pay. Then have the men turn into women and you'll fight for them again. But you thought you had it figured out, but everything has changed. Welcome to the system, please enjoy your stay. Here's a Bible and a bottle of the cheapest booze we make. Find a man who can take care of you to fill the holes we made.
He's talking about society. I mean, he was talking earlier in this verse, he was talking about, you know, making women dependent on their looks and everything, objectifying their appearances, so that like women want to go out. Because I mean, the popular, you know, going back to Gucci and Prada and everything, the popular view, you know, the more sexual a woman's outfit looks, the more attractive she is, right? That's that narrative and everything. And so you objectify a woman's appearance, then she ends up getting raped. Then you blame that on her. And so you end up in this cycle going round and around, back and forth. And so, you know, you're making the actual victim into the perpetrator, and you're literally flipping people's minds upside down. It's no wonder people can't have a coherent thought now. People can't have a stance or a position on anything, because everybody is so pitted against each other. Every issue has to be so black and white. You're not allowed to think for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, dude, 100% throughout this, dude is you know, putting a spotlight on. I'm not saying like it's the first time he has. I'm not saying that nobody else is talking about this, but dude is absolutely putting a spotlight on all these things. Then he's talking, when that mental state gets broken down, okay, here's a Bible and a bottle of booze. Here's something to believe in, and here's something to numb yourself with. Now go find a man who can fill the holes that we made. Like what we broke your brain down. Now you need to depend on somebody else to lift you back up and to fix you. Come on.
Buy a house and settle down, fulfill your duty, procreate, and make a couple babies who will also do the same. Welcome to the system, everyone's a victim. Doesn't matter if you're black or white, it hates you all. Here inside the system, violence is a symptom. Fighting for what's right, but somehow everyone is wrong. Welcome to the system, everyone's a victim. Doesn't matter if you're black or white, it hates you all. Here inside the system, violence is a symptom. Fighting for what's right, but somehow everyone is wrong. Welcome to the world, everybody. I'ma paint you black and white. I'ma make you hate each other so that everyone will fight.
See, and then again, okay, so at least on the premise that we're going into right here, because I was wondering when it started building up for that third verse, I'm wondering where he's going with it. So now he's talking about painting people black and white, of course, pushing people on opposite ends. We kind of dug into that a little bit. I'm curious where the third verse goes, because so far we've already literally talked about dividing people all across the board in every way, shape, or form. We've talked about, you know, bringing people's mental state down to the point where they need something to depend on. Okay, where else do we go now?
To the world, everybody, I'ma paint you black and white. I'ma make you hate each other so that everyone will fight. I'ma give you all religion, let the righteous find the light, but I will also give you science to oppose the word of Christ. And I'ma give you borders, they're imagined.
Okay, hold up.
Black and white, I'ma make you hate each other so that everyone will fight. I'ma give you all religion, let the righteous find the light, but I will also give you science to oppose the word of Christ.
See, and so I don't like the implication there that religion came from the government. And you know, I understand it's not a new argument. People have said that before. I don't agree with that. I think that religion came independent of the government. But I do understand what he's saying. The premise that he's coming on right there, we're going to give you religion, we're going to give you science. They're two counterbalances. Again, you know, just another way to push you apart. They really don't. So what I would challenge people, you know, if you are one of those people who feels like you have to have religion or science, again, if you're content, you know, understanding and hearing opposing views and everything, this isn't so much for you. But if you're thinking that only one can exist in your headspace, only one can exist in your area, in your mind, in your mental capacity, I had a teacher in high school who pointed it out to us the best way. Religion is the why. Science is the how. If you look at the two, honestly, if you do go through, and I know that you'll find fringe beliefs that disagree with me, that those are irrelevant. What I'm saying is the actual biblical statement, you know, that you can read and study for yourself and understand and learn and interpret doesn't necessarily disagree with the science that you're reading. Neither does the science disagree with the biblical understanding that you can read and have access to. And so the fact that people, you know, automatically choose those two places to fight on, there are plenty of people who believe in both. You don't have to pick just one.
And I'ma give you borders, they're imaginary lines. If you cross them, go to war and win when everybody dies. And I'ma give you money that you'll value more.
There's irony in calling it a win when everybody dies, but I get what he's saying.
Lines. If you cross them, go to war and win when everybody dies. And I'ma give you money that you'll value more than life, and let the 1% have everything while you fight to survive. And then I'll give you politics, I'll call it left and right. And while you divide yourselves, I will conquer both the sides. Can't you see?
And that's the thing. That goes back to what we were talking about already. Both the sides, left and right, the Republicans and Democrats, they're owned at this point by the same people. They're owned by the same person. They are controlled in the same way. And so when you're looking at this divide between the left and right, well, they both work together. At the end of the day, Republicans will defend Democrats before they'll defend libertarians. Democrats will defend Republicans before they'll defend libertarians. Both, you know, so on and so forth. Now, some of the more fringe ones, yeah, Republicans probably will shy away from the Socialist Party altogether. Democrats probably, you know, I don't know which part. Democrats hate everybody. Republicans hate everybody. Honestly, the Republican and Democratic parties are just such garbage, man. Get out of that mindset.
On the system, my whole purpose is divide. What you choose will never matter because everything is mine. Welcome to the system.
So he's almost taking like the role of the devil when he's in this frame here with the red eyes. And that's interesting, just paying attention to what he's saying when it is showing him in the bedroom. First of all, this is where he's picking up, you know, the children that are born into the world. This is where he's giving all these narratives, you know, talking about conquering both sides and everything. A little bit of subtlety in the video right here. I feel like that was probably intentional to kind of come across and say, okay, this is the mindset of, you know, the devil, whatever you view it as, that great evil. This is the image of the evil that is, you know, running rampant in our world today.
Will never matter because everything is mine. Welcome to the system, everyone's a victim. Doesn't matter if you're black or white, it hates you all. Here inside the system, violence is a symptom. Fighting for what's right, but somehow everyone is wrong. Welcome to the system, everyone's a victim. Doesn't matter if you're black or white, it hates you all. Here inside the system, violence is a symptom. Fighting for what's right, but somehow everyone is wrong. Welcome to the system, everyone's a victim. Doesn't matter if you're black or white, it hates you all. Here inside the system, violence is a symptom. Fighting for what's right, but somehow everyone is wrong.
Like I said, I do like the hook. I think that the biggest criticism that people are going to give to the hook is that it's a little repetitive. I mean, it does kind of repeat and go on and go over the same thing again. A little bit of a change up probably would have helped it. The song overall, I mean, yeah, most of the things in the song, if not all the things, Tom has said before. Tom's been in this lane before. And of course, you know, when he was talking about dropping his solo music, I don't think anybody was necessarily expecting him to just suddenly stop talking about the divide in the world or the issues or the politics of the world. I think to a certain extent, anybody who knows Tom was probably expecting this type of song to be what we had coming. But, you know, there are going to be tons of people who are going to say Tom is saying the same thing a lot, and he is. I mean, Tom has said the same message over and over. This is not unexplored territory. This is not anything new. I do like the song. The song overall is a sonically good sounding song. All the points are solid and intact. I mean, you may argue about, you know, positions within these issues, but these are things that I don't think anybody alive today is even arguing about anymore. Now, some people are happy to be on one side of that divide. As a matter of fact, it seems like the majority of people are happy to be on one side or the other of that divide, but the fact is, that divide is real. We can't say that it's not real. You can't take validity away from this song. But that's all I got for this one. Y'all let me know what you guys think about it down in the comments. Appreciate y'all hanging out, rocking with me, watching this one. Make sure you drop a like, sub to the channel if you're new. And if you haven't heard the song already, make sure you go over to Tom's page. Link is in the description below. Check this one out. I look forward to hearing your thoughts. As always, I am DJ AlphaTyler. Hope you're staying safe, taking care of yourselves, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Karen's right, cause the managers won't take their balls. Grab your balls, you a grown-ass man. Whining and crying like it's a part of your plan, can understand. Yeah, you're rapping that you go hard, rapping with no bars. Reckon you a joke, only ripping off the real stars. I got the diabolic rhyme, and you know we're gonna have one hell of a time. Stick a sip of the shot, I'm sensing your mind. Been on the sideline watching, aging like a fine wine, inferno in your mind, like Dante in the 9-9.
Yeah.